Have you ever wondered which countries are considered the most unsafe in the world and why? Well, prepare to unravel the mystery as we delve into the facts and figures that put certain nations at the top of this undesirable list. Starting off at number 10, we have Venezuela. This South American country has been grappling with a high crime rate for years now. According to the United Nations, Venezuela has one of the highest homicide rates globally, with 57 homicides per 100,000 residents. Political instability and economic woes contribute greatly to crime in Venezuela, making it a place where safety is often compromised. Moving on, the 9th spot is claimed by Sudan. This African nation has been marred by internal conflicts, leading to a high crime rate. The situation is further worsened by a high rate of sexual violence, with the United Nations reporting that hundreds of women fall victim to such crimes every year. In the 8th spot, we find Papua New Guinea. Despite its natural beauty, it has a high violent crime rate. The United Nations Children's Fund reports that 2 out of 3 women in Papua New Guinea have experienced domestic violence, a statistic that casts a dark shadow over this Pacific nation. At number 7 is South Africa. Known for its stunning landscapes and rich culture, South Africa unfortunately also has a high crime rate. The country records an estimated 58 murders a day, according to the South African Police Service. In the 6th position, we have Brazil. This vibrant nation struggles with high rates of violent crime, particularly in urban areas. According to the Brazilian Forum on Public Safety, there were over 50,000 cases of intentional violent deaths in Brazil in 2023. Halfway through our list at number 5 is Afghanistan. The ongoing conflict and political instability have resulted in high crime rates and a lack of safety. The Global Peace Index ranks Afghanistan as the least peaceful country in the world, a title it has held for the past 2 years. Number 4 on our list is Syria. War and civil unrest have ravaged this Middle Eastern country for over a decade, leading to high crime and violence rates. The World Health Organization reports that Syria has one of the highest numbers of conflict-related deaths globally. In the 3rd spot, we find El Salvador. This Central American country has one of the highest homicide rates in the world due to gang violence. The United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime reports that El Salvador had a homicide rate of 50 per 100,000 inhabitants in 2023. Our runner-up at number 2 is Honduras. This country struggles with high crime rates, particularly homicide and gang violence. According to the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, Honduras has a homicide rate of 60 per 100,000 residents. And finally, at the top of our list is Mexico. The country's ongoing war on drugs contributes heavily to its high crime rate. The Mexican government reported over 34,000 homicides in 2023, making it the most unsafe country in the world. In summary, these 10 countries, Venezuela, Sudan, Papua New Guinea, South Africa, Brazil, Afghanistan, Syria, El Salvador, Honduras, and Mexico, top the list of the world's most unsafe countries. The reasons range from high crime rates to sexual violence, gang violence, and conflict. It's a stark reminder of the challenges many people face daily, living in places where safety is not a given. While it's important to remember that these statistics don't define these nations, they do highlight the need for global efforts to improve safety and security for all.